Definitely Coca-Cola. And for a simple reason, it's a brand that doesn't try hard to sell. All right? It doesn't tell you, hey, come and buy me, I'm tasty, I don't know what, you know. They're really in a level beyond selling. They're much into, if you want, telling people about them. And I don't know if you've seen the latest, not the latest, last year they did something called Santa's Forgotten Letters. And what they did is basically they took the forgotten letters of Santa in one of the states in America, and they actually brought the gift for the people who wrote the letters, and it was after 35 years. And this kind of act, okay, as now the Leo Burnett says, it's more like acts and not ads. And I believe these people are doing this. They're more into acts, and this is how they're selling their brand, and not ads. I believe I would love to work on Coca-Cola.
Well, if we weren't in the UAE, I'd like to pick a sexy client like Diesel, because sex sells and it's easy and you get to hang out with supermodels. But I think because we're in the UAE, I'd have to pick a slightly more conservative client. A client we actually have, like Old Spice, to me was an amazing example of how far you could do engagement and how well it could work. And we have the client and we have something very exciting for them, but we're still waiting for them to launch. But I think Old Spice is just, to me, is a great example of modern communication that's really relevant, educational, and a really, really funny and witty.
I think Amnesty International, and not because I'm a huge philanthropist, but more because I think there's a great range or possibility of conceptualization for them. And obviously, there's a humanitarian aspect, which isn't selling people stuff that they might not necessarily need.
I'd love to work with IKEA just because I'm Swedish, and I think that there would be a lot of fun work there. I mean, at Sashi we work with love marks, and IKEA is definitely a love mark for me. So
I'm actually working on it at the moment. It's really nice, and we're having fun. It's a big challenge, certainly for myself who's new to the region. But that would be the fact that I'm actually new to the region and beginning to actually come to grips with what I can and can't do. And I don't say the restrictions, because it's nice to have a restricted brief so I don't go too wide, you know, but getting the nuances of the region and working on what I'm working on at the moment. That's the one, not the next one, the one I'm doing now. And it's really nice.
See, the thing is, since the time I've come to law, and I've pretty much worked on all the brands, but the most of the brands I enjoy working on is, I think it's got to do with obviously our personal liking is Bloomingdale's. I really enjoy working with them. I think we get to do a lot of great work for them. It's a new brand. It's a brand that we're building over here in Dubai. If you compare the brand with the other competitors have already been, established. So it's more challenging over here. And however, it's always challenging to come up with creative and new ways to execute on the brand level. And I think it's the best brand I can say that I'd love to work on. Yeah.